This week we're going to be working on fraction multiplication. Our essential question for the week is, how do you multiply fractions? This week we're focusing on fraction by fraction multiplication, and also you will be reviewing fraction times whole number multiplication. In order to multiply fractions, you can multiply the numerators and then you multiply the denominators. So remember, your numerators are the top numbers, your denominators are the bottom numbers. And then when you are finished, you need to make sure that you are writing the product in simplest form. For the example problem, we're going to be multiplying 3/10 times 4/5. And again, the 3 and the 4 are numerators, and the 10 and the 5 are our denominators. Step 1, we multiply the numerators, and we multiply the denominators. 3 times 4 would give us 12. 10 times 5 would give us 50. Right now, we have 12 50ths. But remember, that's not the last step. We need to make sure that that is in simplest form. 12 50ths is not in simplest form. I know that both of these numbers are ending in 0 and an even number, so I know 2 can go into both of these evenly. Think back to divisibility rules. So to simplify that, if I have 12 50ths, I just divide both of those by 2. What you do to the top, you do to the bottom. 12 divided by 2 gives me 6, and 50 divided by 2 gives me 25. So 3/10 times 4/5 is equal to 6/25. I'm going to do a couple examples with you. The directions say find the product. Write the product in simplest form. So I know we're going to be multiplying. Here we have 3/4 times 1/5. I'm going to rewrite 3/4 times 1/5, and then I'm going to show that I'm multiplying the numerators by each other and the denominators by each other. 3 times 1 gives me 3. 4 times 5 gives me 20. Well, there's not a number that goes into both 3 and 20 evenly, so 3/20 is my answer. For the next example, we have 4/7 times 5/12. I'm going to again write my multiplication problem, and then I'm going to show that I'm multiplying my numerators, and then I'm going to show that I'm multiplying my denominators. 4 times 5 gives me 20. And 7 times 12 gives me 84. Now I could divide by 2 again, but that would mean that I'd have to simplify one more time. And I don't want to have to do this twice, so I'm going to divide by 4. When I divide the top and bottom by 4, because remember, what you do to the bottom, you do to the top. I'm going to divide both of them by 4. I'm going to get 20 divided by 4 gives me 5. And 84 divided by 4 gives me 21. So I have 5/21. Just as review, let's go over how to multiply a fraction times a whole number. When you were doing this last week, we had a couple people that multiplied that whole number by both the numerator and the denominator. To avoid that, make sure that you rewrite your problem. So I'm going to rewrite the 1/3 times 4, but this time I'm going to put the 4, that whole number, over 1. Now this is lined up, so I can multiply straight across, and this will keep my numerator and denominator lined up so I know what I'm multiplying. So I have 1 times 4, which gives me 4, and 3 times 1, which gives me 3. But that, remember, is an improper fraction, so now we're going to turn it into a mixed number. 3 goes into 4 one time. We keep 3 as the denominator. 3 times 1 gives me 3, and 4 minus 3 leaves me with 1. So 1/3 times 4 is equal to 1 and 1/3. One more example. I'll just erase that. We have 3/4 times 8. So same thing again, get in the habit of rewriting this equation and putting the 8 over 1. 3/4 times 8, putting that whole number over 1, and now I can multiply straight across. 3 times 8 is 24, and 4 times 1 is 4. We can't leave it in improper fraction form, so I'm going to rewrite that. 4 goes into 24 evenly 6 times, so 6 is my answer. If you watched this entire video, congratulations, you get the code word. This code word you're going to want to remember because this is going to be one of the questions on your quiz. So the code word for the week, jelly beans.